everyone, and welcome to another episode of Book of Unwritten Tales on Noob Dagger. Let us continue where we left off.
Excuse me, Colonel Grandad?
Yes, report back.
Do you know the Archmage? Have you ever met him?
I've never met him. After all, he's a great leader, and I'm just a simple, highly decorated gnome colonel. But I've heard lots about him. He's a powerful mage, of course. He's an advisor to the king, and he's our most powerful alchemist and chief of the Secret Service. He lives in a tower down by the sea in Seastone. Of course, being the important man he is, he's always away on business.
I hope he's there. I always wanted to meet a real mage.
If he's not there, you'll have to wait for him or go and look for him. You must only give the ring to the Archmage in person, you hear me? No one else.
No,
Give
no
me your
one else.
word of honor. If the ring really is important, then it shouldn't be our fault if it lands in the wrong hands.
Okay. I swear I'll give it to the Archmage personally. I'll go look for the rest of my gear.
You do that. I've got enough to do here. But bear in mind, the Dark Lord knows all of your thoughts.
Right. Something my granddad is worth. I like my granddad, but his inventions are usually pretty dangerous. I don't even know what to do with one handful of barley. Why do I need two then? Like I said, I could reach high enough using the arm, but how am I supposed to grab hold? That won't work.
What is the super laser for if it's not for any of these cards?
Why should I fertilize potting soil?
Then do I put something in it? Let me try the kitchen.
Our kitchen. Mum hid the knives as a precaution after Grandad's knife-throwing training classes last year. She doesn't trust us anymore. I'd only break the scissors. Elven ropes are almost unbreakable. That won't work. I might hit it, but I don't really want to break its wings.
Strange. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with it.
I'd never been able to pull the rope tight enough to get a useful tension on it. And anyway, I can't play tennis without it. Besides, to put it succinctly,
None of these things are working. What could I be missing?
It's... I think I'll just leave that alone. We gnomes have a golden rule, hands off another gnome's experiments.
It would have been cool to make a crazy giant plant.
Doesn't look like Mother planted anything in there.
Look at the gnome room again. It's so easy to miss stuff in these games. No, looks like I got everything. I believe I missed something. The net should be in here. Let's look at everything.
The pipes run through the walls and floor. They are part of the central beer supply system, which runs through the whole bastion. It's a map. It says the country's best pubs on it. It shows the area reaching from our beautiful White Ridge Mountains down to the sea, where the humans live on the coast.
I'll be taking that.
It's worth a try. Yikes!
What? What's happening?
Oh, nothing much. I just scared off a pixie.
What, here? At this time of year? The beasties are getting more and more cheeky.
Phew, that was close. I can't get to them. I can't grab it with the arm, and anyway, I might wake him. I'll have to distract him somehow.
Wait. Possible I can use scissors to break something. Yes, I'll return.
I call it A History of Dwarven Cuisine, the Last 3 Weeks by Wilbur Weathervane. Ugh. This pump can be used to pump water up from deep in the mountain, although I wouldn't bet on it still working. I thought so. Broken. The dwarves have a lot of work ahead of them when they get back. If they come back. I love our beautiful White Ridge Mountains. It's just a touch quiet around here. Dwarven fast food. But I'm not hungry.
Fast food, that looks delicious. Let's look at the slime.
The pot could make a perfect helmet, but how do I get rid of that slime? Slime can be really...
Let us try this. Haha.
I can't get close enough. It'll snap at me and slime me.
Let's try the hand with...
A perfect fit. Now we can make long-reaching attacks on bacteria. The pot could make a perfect... Slime can be really evil. The hand is... The pot could make... Slime can be really...
Thought I grabbed it.
Now I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago. It's too bad that slime had to be so evil.
Yes, too bad, but I need this pot.
Now that's a helmet fit for a hero. It only stinks a little bit. So that should keep my head safe. All I need now is the map and a parachute.
Map. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything here.
The stove is still a little warm. You couldn't cook anything on it, but you could eat something up.
I don't think I have anything that needs heating up yet. Everything is used somehow here in this game. Net. There we go.
I know. A very roughly knotted net with loose ends. Maybe it's used for fruit. Although I've never seen any fruit around here, the master brewer prefers heartier fare. I'll just knot the loose ends around the frame. Done. I wouldn't want to play tennis with it, but it does make a fine scoop net.
Let's leave this guy for now. I think I know how to get the little flying robot with our new tennis racket.
Gotcha.
Let's use that as a distraction. I'm guessing that's what we have to do. No. Can't send him out.
Actually, dwarfs have a thing for beautiful architecture. But when it comes to the beer supply, compromises are sometimes made. The stove is still a little... A tin coffee pot. It hasn't been used in ages. And guaranteed not for coffee. The master brewer doesn't trust non-alcoholic drinks. The coals in the oven have kept the stove warm. The stove is still a little warm. You couldn't cook anything on it, but you could heat something up.
And now we have to go outside. So many items scattered here.
Apparently the statue is not quite finished. Still, it looks much better than the others do. Originally, hundreds of dwarves were supposed to live here to defend the Mountain Kingdom's northern front. Now the master brewer and my family are the only ones left. A rolled up tarpaulin, probably just like the ones hanging all over the place.
And I believe we make a parachute with this and this.
That won't work. How am I supposed to attach the tarpaulin to the backpack?
This with this.
I'll thread the rope through the eyes around the edge of the tarpaulin. Done.
And then this will make the parachute.
Let's see. If I pull the rope through the eyes on the rucksack... Yes, that should work. There we go. A parachute.
Got a helmet, parachute.
So that's 2 of the 3 pieces of gear already. All I need now is the map.
There was something else I needed here. There has to be something. There.
Of course, it's pretty cold all year round up here in the mountains. But this year, winter came particularly early. It worked. I got one. It'll take a long time for the icicle to melt. I should speed up the... It shouldn't take long to melt the icicle. The stove is still warm. The icicle is gone. All that's left is crystal clear water. Beards are important to dwarves. The longer the beard, the more respect the dwarf gets. And the beard ornaments tell you a lot about their owner. The Master Brewer, for example, is a second-degree keg roller. He was born the 9th of 12 children, and he's got a weak spot for beer. He's a bachelor, but isn't one for walks in the morning dew. And he was almost kicked out of school for pulling a girl's moustache. No, I can't. Well, maybe I can.
Well, that sounds scary.
I'm gonna burn in hell for this, guaranteed. Let's see how it likes this. Aha! It works. I wonder if that would work. At least it would distract the Master Brewer a bit.
It's gonna be hilarious. He's gonna attack the Master Brewer. Oh, snap.
Oh!
Ah! Hello? Stop! That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh.
I have a feeling that wasn't such a brilliant idea. Oh, I like the Master Brewer.
That were amazing. The eternal struggle of dwarf against machine. And I won!
Are you okay?
Of course! And why not? You think a stupid tin bucket's going to beat a proper dwarf? No chance. That was good. Something's happening at last. Cause for celebration. I think we should drink to that.
Hello, Master Brewer, sir.
Aye, aye, Wilbur.
When the robot started in on you, I never thought you'd beat it.
It was an epic scrap, lad, an epic scrap. Dwarf against machine, nature against technology, mind over matter.
Mind? How did you destroy it?
I hit him as hard as I could with heavy objects until sparks started leaping out of him.
Oh, a shrewd tactic.
Too right, but he did land a couple on me. Look what he did to my beard.
Oh, yes.
I was so tanked up with ale and adrenaline I didn't even notice.
Mr. Master Brewer, sir, could I maybe borrow that map over there?
What, that? Oh, lad, that map shows the finest taverns in the land. And this one's on it, too.
Oh, I'd be really careful with it.
No, to be quite honest, there hasn't been a lot going on here since war broke out. And I've got no chance of being featured again. That's why the map is staying where it is.
I might have to steal it.
I talked to my granddad. He thinks the ring is important too. He wants to help me get to the human town.
Yeah? Well, of course he wants to do that. Listen to me, laddie. Nothing against your grandpa. But don't you think he's a few gills short of a pint?
My granddad is a great soldier and inventor.
Of course he is. Of course he is. But, how should I put it? He's maybe had one crash landing too many. His flying machines were mostly a bit, temperamental. And let's face it, he wasn't actually the greatest of pilots. Honestly, son, if your grandpa reckons there's something in that story, then for me, that's just one more reason to keep out of it.
Grandad and I will show everyone. I have to go. Enjoy the celebration.
Yeah.
I think he's drunk with victory, so he shouldn't see anything. I have it. The map of the area. And that's the last of my gear. I must get back to Grandad.
I stole your shit and out of here.
And down we go.
I like that it keeps the room view open. That's pretty cool.
Excuse me, Colonel Grandad?
Yes, report back.
I have the pot, helmet.
Excellent, soldier. The helmet will protect you from physical attack. You can even sit on it and use it as a saucepan.
Ooh, how practical.
Let me see your helmet.
It's not all that great, I know, but
What? It's a good helmet, and it's going to protect a good soldier. That is, of course, as long as the enemy doesn't attack with dragons, or has wizards in its ranks, or magical swords, and doesn't go for your head.
maybe I should look for some armor with magic.
Poppycock! That helmet will do.
I got a map.
Excellent! My commanding officer always said good maps are half the battle. Of course, you won't be needing it if everything goes well.
If what goes well?
But if not, it's always good to have a map with you, what?
And I got the parachute.
I have a parachute.
Fantastic! Parachutes are hard to come by and are difficult to make yourself. After all, you'd only want to entrust your life in a quality product, not something makeshift you've patched together yourself.
Kind of did patch it
Trust
together.
my life. But of course. I mean, of course not.
Let's hope
So,
that parachute works.
That's the last of my gear.
Excellent! We could get going if only my damn machine would work. But you can't find a thing in this house. No nitroglycerin, no dragon hide armor, no concentrated pillars of salt, no full mithril jacket bullets, nothing.
What do you need all that for?
For what? It's a war!
But we just want to deliver the ring to the Archmage. Don't you think a sled...
What? I need a nitroglycerin substitute, something highly explosive. The only thing that comes to mind is good old dwarven ale.
Dwarven ale?
Devilish stuff. We reduced complete countries to ash and rubble with it. We loved the smell of dwarven ale in the morning.
Okay, I'll get you some dwarven ale. Anything else?
Yes, I need a cog. A 5/8-inch screw steel sprocket, straight
Very
beveled,
specific.
hard chrome plated, BSA threaded flange with right hand thread and lock ring locking. It's not a standard size, and I can't find one anywhere.
A 5/8-inch screw steel sprocket, straight beveled, hard chrome plated BSA threaded flange with right hand thread and locking lock ring. Sounds familiar.
Come back when you've got the stuff. I'll sort out the rest. Take good care of the ring. It's your precious.
Because I'm Frodo.
Right.
Okay, I think I can give this guy some water. It's gonna be worth the trek.
Excuse me.
Yes, report back.
Dwarven ale can be used as a substitute for nitroglycerin.
Well, it has to be diluted and used in small doses, of course.
And the dwarves drink it. And where am I supposed to get something that infernal? Oh, probably the Master Brewer's the only one who can help us there.
There's just one problem. The storage and brewing of dwarven ale is strictly forbidden after there were a number of serious accidents.
I'll see what I can do. Well then, I'll let you get on with your work.
Yes, and get a move on. We haven't got much time. Take good care of the ring. It's your precious.
Oh, he had to
Right.
say that. My precious. What fans, what fans. Alright, so I'm gonna cut it here and continue on this quest in the next part. Thank you for watching, and I hope you watch more new Dagger videos. Like or subscribe, and I'll see you later.